What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adjen back again for another Alchemy Stars video, and for today I will try to sell to you guys Alterleen. Yes, so Alterleen is the alternate version of Carleen, but she now joins the fire team. Her OG version feels so cold, but with her alternate version, Carleen is just so fucking hot right now. Just take a look at her. Her OG design could not compete with her, in my honest opinion. She just looks way more gorgeous in this alternate form. Anyways, Alterleen's best selling point compared to her OG counterpart is that Alterleen at no dupe is pretty damn good. This makes her more budget friendly since the OG Carleen only reaches her greatness at max breakthrough, which is very expensive, and probably 90% of the player base could not achieve those unless they got lucky with some off-banner Carleen pulls. Alterleen may not be as broken as Azure is, but her kit is still pretty solid. Let us take a look at her kit. So, her active skill combo consumes 2 smoldering souls to teleport to any tile within 16 tiles in a cross shape, then converts the 2 tiles in front and behind the unit to red tiles, and this 150% damage to tiles along the way and 1 tile in front. Gains 1 smoldering soul if an enemy is hit, and this one is triggers up to 1 time in each round. So you gain smoldering points when entering battle, and no, this one is para my preemptive strike, but gains 1 point at the start of every round up to 6 points, meaning you can stack smoldering soul. So you can definitely use it on a later burst turn whenever you're ready for your burst turn, which is pretty damn good. So at BT0, you will gain 1 point at the start of the round, and then next turn you will be able to activate her active skill. That is why preemptive strike is really what do you call this? Really not that important, because at the second turn, Carleen can already activate her active skill, which is pretty damn good as long as you hit 1 enemy, because as you can see, gains 1 smoldering soul if an enemy is hit, right? This one is pretty good. Her active skill is pretty damn flexible, and because this one does not uses a cooldown, you can stack this one up to 6 times, 6 smoldering souls. Meaning you can use her active skill in 1 turn for 3 times. Pretty damn good. That is a 6 tile conversion and 3 times teleport in every location. Even though the teleport has range restriction, this one is pretty damn good, especially if you're trying to avoid to convert the tiles above the enemy's feet or alongside the enemy's tile. For example, Icy and Faust will randomly convert the nearest color, right? If they will convert the tiles behind the enemy's the tile that's occupied by the enemy, you can then move around with Carleen to teleport a little bit so that your other tile converter will not convert the tiles that is being occupied by the enemy. That is one way to use this one, and also for a better positioning, because this is something like what do you call this? Select tile convert. Although your selection is kind of fixed, not some global selection like for Hero or Azure. It is still restricted, but you can still choose which tile to convert, which is pretty damn good and pretty damn strong. And that is why this one is very flexible for Carleen, and this one is what makes her really good. Even though her chain combo is not the best chain combos out there, it's still pretty great. The radial shape. Imagine, guys, if Carleen has the 2 surrounding cluster chain, she will be I will consider her at the broken chair if she has the 2 surrounding cluster chain, but it is what it is. She has the radial shape, but it's still pretty strong. And then her equipment skill. Smoldering Soul's normal attacks deal additional depth ignoring damage equal to 30% of attacks to enemies on red tiles. This one is pretty good. It makes her hit pretty hard, pretty decent. Not really pretty hard, but pretty decent because she's not a dedicated DPS, but she is a converter, but she hits pretty decent. That is pretty damn good. And then, if you've watched my Should You Summon video of her, I've stated that Alterleen's direct competition is Smokey. And she still is her competition, but even if you have already Smokey in your team, I believe getting a copy of Alterleen is also really good and will give your account a huge boost. I've been playing with them on the same team and so far I am quite satisfied from it. Should you get your dupes for preemptive strike? It depends if you really want it, but as I've said earlier, Alterleen with no dupes is already pretty amazing. Even though her teleport range is a bit small, you can stack it up and make use of it on your prepared burst turn. Her utility and flexibility are what makes Alterleen so amazing. Should you get her to MBT? If you can afford it and you are a whale, why not? Her MBT is not really necessary, but it gives you more flexibility than Alterleen already is. She is already flexible, but with her, if you can get her to MBT, she will become more flexible. So what does her MBT does? Her MBT active skill enhancement gains 1 smoldering soul when hitting an enemy. Triggers up to 2 times in each round, valid for Ascension 3. So basically, you can get 2 smoldering souls once you beat an enemy. This one will be valid once you hitted 2 enemies. I don't know if this one will trigger if you are fighting a single boss, but you hit the boss repeatedly. I don't know if it will trigger, but I don't have an MBT Carlin, so I cannot test this one out, but that is my theory regarding this one. So with this one, with MBT Alterleen, she will be able to stack a lot of smoldering souls. So definitely you will be able to play with her active skill a lot more with this upgrade on her active skill. So the question now is Alterleen a mass summon? I would definitely say yes. I believe so. It's been a while since we get a unit that is so good and very flexible that does not need any dupes to fully shine. I believe that utility unit is way more valuable than a DPS unit because DPS unit come and go. They can be easily replaced, but utility units will stay the same. They are usually they've already passed the test of times. That is how good utility units is. And Carlin is not just a utility unit. She brings out pretty decent damage to your team. So if you have the resources to get a copy of her, go for it. She's worth it. I cannot say much with regards to CL on how good she is since I was not able to get her on my summons. But just know that aiming for the featured 5-star is really troublesome since the rates of getting them are pretty low. Just hope that you can get CL when you are summoning for Alterleen. Anyways, that's it for me for today guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you could help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace.